Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this special edition, our focus is on the Q4 earnings. The company on our radar is Kolte-Patil Developers, which has reported its Q4 and the fiscal year 2023 earnings as well. Now, the company has reported a net profit that has jumped over fourfold to 120.8 crore rupees in this quarter. The total income has also jumped for the company by twofold to 804 crore rupees in the fourth quarter of the last fiscal from 380 crore rupees that were reported in the corresponding quarter of last year. Now, to give us more insights about the earnings for this quarter and the business outlook going forward from here, joining in is the company's top management with me. Mr. Rahul Talele joins in. He's the Group CEO of Kolte-Patil Developers. Welcome, Mr. Talele, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. Well, first up, congratulations to you. Robust set of numbers this time around. Help our viewers understand what really contributed to this strong performance in the last quarter of this fiscal year.
Thanks, Akshay. So it is a wonderful year for us. Company has achieved a orbital change in last 2 years. So from 1,200 crores of pre-sales, now we have surpassed 2,200 crores of pre-sales, almost doubled in 2 years. And so there are various things behind this. I mean, the most important is understanding the customer needs, what customer exactly wants, post-COVID his requirements, and accordingly offering a product. So that is the strength of this company. And we are customer-centric focused company. So there is a strong referral sales that we have achieved. There is a strong percentage of sales in the launch quarter itself. So these are the outliers as compared to peers for us. And because of that, we have achieved a significant growth in last 2 years. On top of that, FY24, I'm confident about the strong launch pipeline that is in place. And with this, we are going to achieve a significant growth in FY24 as well. So coming back to a performance in Q4, see, in real estate, we follow CCM methodology of accounting. Once we receive the occupation certificate in that quarter, the revenue gets recognized. Since we have received the multiple occupation certificates in the quarter of Q4, our revenue recognitions were on a higher side, and accordingly we are maintaining the profit margins at the project levels, and it's a combination of both. We have achieved a good result, and going forward also there is a strong pipeline of occupation certificates or deliveries. Considering that we are very bullish about the future for the company.
Right. Of course, the sector has gone through a very, very rough patch during COVID-19. And after that, some bright spots, some green shoots are visible in the last few quarters for you also. In fact, the company has also turned black on a year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter basis as well. Help us understand, would you be able to sustain this performance on the bottom line?
Certainly. So we are confident. So there are multiple aspects. In the industry, overall consolidation is happening. Though the market size is not increasing significantly, but the share of top 5 developers in across any geography is going up every year on year. So because of that, we are evaluating multiple such opportunities of stall projects or small time developers. And on top of that, there is a post-COVID, there is a strong need of a community living. And so people are preferring a more spacious units. People are preferring a project with a more amenities. So that is possible to deliver with a good brands like Kolte-Patil. So we are confident of sustaining this growth in the future as well. And on top of that, there are multiple other financial aspects also. Affordability is still best. So if you see the price rise against the salary rise in last decade, there is a significant difference. So affordability is still best. Interest rates are still in single digit. On top of that, there is a strong desire to purchase a property post-COVID. And on top of that, people are preferring a spacious units. So combination of all this, we are confident of achieving a significant growth in the next few years as well.
Right. Mr. Talele, help us understand, amid your segments, which have been the key growth drivers in this quarter, and going forward, what are going to be your focus areas? We do know that you're into redevelopment space as well, residential space as well. What are you currently really looking at in terms of the revenue mix from each of your segments, and where do you see them growing to?
In last financial year, for us, the spacious MIG and HIG units were the large contributors, and we are expecting a similar trend at least for next few quarters. On top of that, Kolte-Patil is known as a residential developer. So most of our offerings are into a residential segment across verticals, affordable MIG, HIG, and we are planning to launch a super luxury projects also in next few quarters. So we are confident to achieve a major market share in spacious MIG and HIG and super luxury. Having said that, there are plans to have the annuity portfolio, commercial portfolio for the group as well. So we are
Okay.
deliberating on that. Where
Okay.
we have the prime locational lands, historical lands available with us. We are deliberating on that as well.
So can anything concrete be expected in fiscal year 2024 on that aspect from you?
I don't want to commit at this moment, but serious deliberation is going on. And in terms of Mumbai, our presence, or we have delivered a couple of redevelopment projects. There are 5 ongoing projects. We have got a significant response in all 5 projects. Out of that, 2 projects we have very recently launched. So we are getting a very good response from the customers. There is a better price realization across all these 5 projects. Considering that, we are going to strengthen our presence into other geographies, other micro markets of Mumbai, like a central Mumbai and Navi Mumbai, likewise, where we have a strong presence in western Mumbai. So apart from redevelopment, we are exploring a joint venture JDA as well as the structured outright transaction also in Mumbai market.
Okay. And how will that really help in the overall financial health of your company going forward?
See, redevelopment project, there is a little more gestation for the redevelopment projects because you have to deal with the general bodies of the societies. As compared to that, any JDA projects or outright structured outright projects, so you have to deal with a couple of counterparts. So from that perspective, project can be launched quicker, and there are also for a redevelopment, the margin criteria are little different, and for the outright and structured JVJD, so criterias are different. So certainly we are confident of achieving our margins realization across project as we control the margins at the project level, not at the corporate level.
Okay. Could you also help me about the demand on ground right now? For a large part of fiscal year 2023, we had a rising interest rate scenario. Most of the expectations from analysts and experts is that we are likely to see the end of the rate hike cycle now. Going forward from here, what would the demand entail? Where are the demand, where is the demand really emerging from? You did say that, some of your focus areas are MIG, HIG. Is the demand really coming in for that? Or are you seeing some demand really increasing on the luxurious space rather than the affordable segment?
So if we talk about the Pune market, where our share for the last year was around 80% in our portfolio, and this year is going to be around 70 to 75%. So over here, the focus, I mean, if I want to classify into various buckets, so for sub 80 lakhs or 90 lakhs, there are first home buyers. So largely people who are with the accumulated saving, and there is a
Correct.
strong desire to purchase a property. So there is a strong push from this first time buyers, and for a projects, for a units pricing beyond 1 crore. So there is a second time buyers. So
Okay.
people who wants to upgrade their living spaces. So it's a blend of both segments, and we are confident of having a very strong demand, at least for Kolte-Patil projects going forward. And if I talk about our recent 2 months, so there is no impact on the walk-ins at site, and our convergence ratios are almost equal to the last financial year.
Okay, okay. That's interesting to note as well. Going forward from here, if you could detail some of your expansion plans, the launch pipeline, how would that look into? Which are the geographies you're now going to be focused on? Are you looking at any acquiring of any lands at some certain places as well?
So, Sakshi, in last 1 month, we have declared 4 projects, 2 projects in Mumbai with a top line potential of around 1200 crores and 2 projects in Pune with a top line potential of around 1300 crores. In total, 2500 crores worth project we have already declared.
Okay.
And likewise, there is a very strong BD pipeline that currently we are evaluating, which is at the very advanced stages of discussion. So
Mm.
various due diligence are going on, and considering that we are confident of achieving a significant BD closure in this financial year to the tune of 7 to 8 thousand crores of
Okay.
GDV value, largely in Pune and Mumbai and partially in Bangalore market. And
Okay.
instead of entering a new geographies, our focus is to penetrate in these 3 geographies where we have already presence, where we have already completed our learning curves, and we have the edge as compared to others in these 3 geographies. So wherever, so just to share an instance, so wherever project we have a projects in Pune, we are commanding a double-digit market share in that specific micro market. So there are
Okay.
multiple micro markets even in Pune that we don't have a presence. So if we
Right.
have a presence over there, certainly our absolute pre-sales number in Pune itself will go significantly on a higher side. So considering that we don't wish to enter any new geography, but certainly in new micro markets of these 3 geographies, and that will be our focus areas in BD acquisitions.
Right. Could you also detail about the debt on the balance sheet currently, and would you be looking at acquiring any more debt or raise any funds for these kind of expansions that you have in plans?
So, Sakshi, as we have communicated, there is a strong launch pipeline. Most of the projects are getting launched on one side. At the same time, there is a very strong internal accruals. So, our focus for BD acquisition, our focus, the priority will be to through internal accruals, and if needed, certainly we can leverage, as we are currently sitting with a 0.1 debt to equity ratio, which is
Okay.
very good, very attractive. So there is a good amount of leveraging possible for the company, and we have taken approvals from the board. And if needed, certainly you can see some kind of leveraging happening for a business development opportunities.
Okay. In the end, sir, I wanted to understand from you. We've recently seen this big move by the RBI to withdraw the 2000 rupee notes. Have you seen any initial, bump up in the kind of inquiries that have come in because of this at all?
Not at all. See, we at Kolte-Patil, we believe in a complete transparency. So there is no impact at all with the Kolte-Patil. In fact, so generally, if there is such kind of changes, so we generally try to educate our sales team and the site team. So it was not needed at all, because we have not seen any kind of deviations in the walk-ins or requirements of the customer.
All right, understood that. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Talele, for being with us on the show and discussing with us all the insights about the earnings for this quarter. Here's wishing you all the very best for the coming quarters as well. And we shall continue to understand more business insights from you going forward from here as well. Always a pleasure having you with us on Business Today TV.
Thank you, Sakshi.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.